I retired that player card. My desire has reached rock bottom. Wanted so many women, but once I got them, they got me believing that my tactics are deceiving. Even though I told them up front I didn't want any strings, and they agreed it was just a thing, but eventually they began to contemplate wedding cakes and rings. I guess it was better than they expected, and not just the sex, but the conversation and companionship, and they would sit and smile and laugh to the things that I would say. But if you show somebody a good night, month, or year, they begin to feel like they're obligated to make it always be that way. And I say, make you happy, and I'll make me happy. Before I start this poem again, and I'm gonna let y'all finish in a minute, and I'm happy for you. That was a reference, y'all didn't get it. But anyway, I just want to say to Will, man, I'm just real proud of you. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm sitting in the back at the table.
You recorded that, he gave you a compliment. You recorded that.
It's going on YouTube tomorrow.
I'm just hella, I don't know if y'all know, like I met him, it's been like 7, 8 years we know each other, and he does some things y'all probably don't even know. I mean, he works with people who have, I don't even know if it's proper to say it, but fuck it, y'all should know. He works with people who have addictive personalities, and he does a lot for them. I mean, y'all have no idea the type of groundwork and the way he gives back to his community. Y'all don't know, even before this right here. So on top of that, I mean, as y'all know, this is like the 3rd e-literary poetry cafe, and it didn't even have to be called that. I mean, it was a young lady who unfortunately was tragically murdered, who started e-literary, and he named that, you know, in her honor. There's a lot about this dude. Y'all just see this dude come up and say nigga like 80 times. But there's so much about him that's just like, damn, like, so heavy. All right, where was I? I was doing, the poem that he wanted me to repeat. And he all sensey, he had to sit down, he's so humble and shit.
I don't get a lot of this shit from you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna rewind this shit over again.
I appreciate you. Yeah, as the older I get, the more I learn to appreciate you. The more people I told you, the more people I meet, the more I realize how true and real you are. Yes, and I appreciate you. All right, only have sex when extra inspired. No homo. All right. Only have sex when extra inspired. I retired that player card. My desire has reached rock bottom. Wanted so many women, but once I got them, they got me believing that my tactics are deceiving. Even though I told them up front I didn't want any strings, and they agreed it was just a thing, but eventually they began to contemplate wedding cakes and rings. I guess it was better than they expected, and not just the sex, but the conversation and companionship, and they would sit and smile and laugh to the things that I would say. But if you show somebody a good night, month, or year, they begin to feel like you're obligated to make it always be that way. And I'd say, make you happy, and I'll make me happy, and they would feel rejected and misled, and then begin to attack me. I remember women talking about how their ex-lovers used to stalk them, but the second I made them feel a little welcome, they begin to show up wherever I was. Trying to figure out who I was with and throw salt into my game and leave with their girls, go home, sip cocktails, and simultaneously curse my name. In our respective lives, each of us is the boss, and I think it's healthy when a woman thinks it's my loss. Still, I rarely deny access because people get complex when they feel cut off. And if a man shows them a boring time, they forget about it and walk away. But if you show them a good time and get tired of doing it, or believe you me, sir, you're going to have to pay. And at first, it was worth it, but then too much energy was exerted, and I would try to explain, but they could look for hope in the way that every sentence was worded. See, some people become obsessed with a little civility in sex, because all they want is stability, a connection, and respect. But all I want is to be free without somebody always asking me where I've been. And I can't explain it. I guess that's just the difference between some women and some men. See, Men think women act like women, while women think men act like dogs, which is the wildest type of analysis, because men just tend to act like what we are. Doing me isn't selfish. Selfish is being jealous. I don't agree that you should own me. I ain't buying it and you shouldn't be selling it. Which is why so many good men end up damn near celibate. Because obsessed people wear you down to you tired. So that player card be retired. I only have sex when I'm extra inspired.